If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my beard, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can do that on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Future's Bodyguard gets knocked out in Ibiza, and Bow Wow shades Ciara. Plus, we know Meg the Stallion's gonna be on Chance's album. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, yo, so this situation is crazy, right? So, you know, Future's in Ibiza, in Spain, right? Chillin', whatever, right? He hops off the airplane, he's looking for a cab, or waiting for a cab. His people, his team, they looking for the cab, and he's just there, like, grabbing his bags or whatever, chilling like a celebrity would do, waiting for their ride, right? So then these mad people, right? Mad grown men, right? Want to come up to Future and try to take pictures and selfies and blah, blah. Grown men, right? And that's kind of funny anyway, right? But they walk up to him, right? Clout chasers, oh man, they was clout chasing, right? And they asked Future for a picture, right? Future's like, nah, not today, right? Because Future was tired. He just got off an airplane. He probably feels like he doesn't look good to take pictures. He doesn't want to, he doesn't have to have an excuse not to take a picture, right? Future is a human being, and if he don't want to take a picture, he ain't got to, right? And then that's when Future security steps in, because these guys try to get all rough and tough and start filming Future and start clout chasing and try to act all big and bad at Future, like, oh, big Future, yeah, right? So his security guard steps in and does his job and does what he's supposed to do, right? Starts pushing people back, just like the situation that happened with A$AP Rocky, which also was overseas as well, right? The only thing is that some dude that Future's bodyguard did not see, you know, came from behind and they snuck him. So it's not even like they fought him as a man, and I'll fight you as a man, and I just happen to hit you in the head and I'll knock you out, right? As a man, right? But he came up behind Future's security guard and hit him with a rock, right? And yeah, the dude got knocked out, right? Just for a couple seconds, and then he gets back up. But the whole situation is, after they knocked him out, they're like, that's Future, man, that's Future's man, sounding so stupid, right, on camera. That's Future's boy, sleeping, check Future, man's them, sounding so stupid, right? Trying to use, like, you know, slang from the East Coast, trying to use, yo, you in Ibiza, so, you know what I'm saying, use y'all slang. They're talking about, that's Future, man, they sound dumb as hell, yo, and you can clearly see that they're clout chasing, right? So I'm sure that they probably sold this clip to, like, TMZ or World Star or whatever the case may be, trying to get some money, trying to get some fame, trying to get some clout off of Future, right? Which is crazy, yo, but it's cool because at least Future didn't jump in like A$AP dumbass did, right? And at least Future didn't get locked up, right? So then Future actually responded to this. Basically, these fake goons asked the SMD for a picture. I told them no. Apparently, they got angry and did some sucker stuff. I left the airport, they edited the video, they filmed it and sent it to a bunch of blogs. Real tough guys. You know, what they did to security, I didn't see. I don't know what happened. I'm not a witness to anything, period. Leave me alone. I ain't got nothing to do with the incident, right? That's a good statement right there, right? And then in the video, you see Future, and it looked like Future actually really truly didn't see what happened. It's like, if Future saw what happened, man, he was playing it so cool. Plus, he had sunglasses on, so you couldn't see where his eyes were pointing out. And if Future did see what happened, he acted like he ain't see what happened. So, you know, whatever. And whatever, man. Nobody expects Future to jump in like a, you know, and you know, it's kind of like you're in a catch-22, because if your homeboy's getting beat up, you kind of do want to jump in as a man, but then also you're a celebrity and you don't want to get locked up overseas like A$AP Rocky did and everything. And I mean, I think that Future did the right thing, you know, I honestly do. He put out a statement, he said he ain't see nothing, you know what I'm saying? And these dudes are fake tough, fake gangsters, and oh, you in Ibiza at the airport trying to act mad tough, but if you try that shit in Flatbush, you gonna see something. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, Alright, so Bow Wow is on stage, right? And he's performing that song that him and Ciara got together, right? And Bow Wow actually used to be, I think, does everybody notice that Bow Wow used to be dating Ciara like back in the day? I'm talking about like way back in the day. I'm talking about like maybe over 10 years ago, like maybe 2007. No, maybe that was 50 Cent that was dating her back then. Maybe it was 2006 or something like that when Bow Wow was dating Ciara. Anyway, right? So, you know, Bow Wow is very corny, right? And here's the thing, right? Bow Wow, he's a grown man, right? He's like 30-something years old, but he's been a kid and he's been a child in the industry growing up. So he's always like had a silver spoon in his mouth, and I'm not saying that he was born rich or anything like that. And the money that he earned it, but he earned it young, and he's been filthy rich for a long time, but that's on his own accord. It's not like he got some inheritance, and he is from the hood, but he got out of the hood when he was very, very young, like probably 5 years old when Snoop Dogg discovered him, right? And that's why Snoop Dogg named him Little Bow Wow, right? And he stuck with the name ever since. He started rapping, and the rest is history, right? Here's the whole thing though, right? Lil Bow Wow can tend to be very, very corny at times, right? And you know, he was on stage, he was performing that song with him and Ciara. You know, Ciara wasn't there. She would never perform with Bow Wow today, ever, right? But he's doing his little part to it or whatever like that in the club. And he's like, yo, hold up. I had this bitch first. You know what I'm saying? Mad loud on a mic in front of everybody. You hear a couple people chuckle or whatever like that. Maybe Bow Wow was sipping, right? Maybe he was smoking a little bit of stuff. But he didn't go in. He wasn't like, yo, Ciara this and Ciara. He ain't like go in on her. He was just like, I had this bitch first, right? And he probably thought that that was cool to say, like, yeah, I had this bitch first, I guess, like, before anybody did, right? But it's not cool. It's actually really corny, you know what I'm saying? And The Game comes to mind when I see that clip, because The Game is the type of person that also would do something corny like that. And I like The Game. I like his music. I think The Game is dope. And just because you big bad blood from the West Coast don't mean that you can't be a little corny at times, you know? And I definitely think that Little Bow Wow was on his corny shit, just like The Game be corny sometime. But you know what? That's Little Bow Wow, right? I think that, you know, the corny rapper award goes to Bow Wow, and I don't think that there's any rapper in the game that can be like cornier than Bow Wow, unless, you know, you ask my homeboy Sid, and he might tell you his Chance the Rapper. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. So a couple days ago, Chance the Rapper announced that he's dropping an album called The Big Day, right? And this is dope, right? Because first of all, I think it's dope, and I also think that he's playing games, right? Because Chance the Rapper is like, yo, this is my first album, this is my debut album, blah, blah, blah. This ain't your debut album, this ain't your first album. You done had mad albums out, right? But whatever, this is like his first major album or whatever, but it's not really, right? So anyway, The Big Day is coming out on Friday the 26th, right? And it's cool because 10 days before he dropped the album, he announced that the album was coming out, right? And then, you know, he has a mixtape called 10 Day, right? So I was like, I see what you're doing there, right? So anyway, I don't know if this is promo for the album or if this is real, because apparently Chance the Rapper doesn't eat vegetables at all. Like, you a grown man, right? You need to live. That's like saying like you don't drink water or all you drink is soda, right? When everybody is on like this vegan kick and you got Jay-Z and Beyonce talking about vegan this and that. I mean, even Gucci Mane is trying to eat better, and you know, got Jaden Smith with the vegan truck for the homeless, and people are trying to eat better, right? Salads. I mean, Styles P even said go get your colon checked, you know what I'm saying? So for Chance the Rapper to be one of these people who are supposed to be like have knowledge of self, and for you not to eat vegetables is kind of strange. But anyway, him and Megan Thee Stallion came out with a bet, right? And basically Megan Thee Stallion was like, I'm gonna have my verse to you and ready before the album comes out. So that's cool. So I guess Meg Thee Stallion is one of the features that's gonna be on Chance's album, right? We don't know the other features because Chance didn't announce nothing like that yet, but we know Meg is gonna be on it because she blew up the spots when she took that video and said, listen, I gave you my verse for the album, now you gotta do what I asked you to do and eat some damn vegetables like a woman would, right? Like, does Chance need a woman in his life to tell him to eat vegetables or like fruit and drink water or whatever? whatever like that? Because Meg Thee Stallion seems like she's like, alright, I'm gonna give you the verse, but you need to eat some vegetables, alright? You know what I'm saying? Which is dope, you know, and so Chance is there eating vegetables, looking like he's all grossed out, eating broccoli, like, bro, it's broccoli, and I don't know, is it just me? But I love vegetables. I like broccoli, carrot. I used to drink carrot juice when I was a kid. I think it's good, right? But obviously, am I alone out here or is Chance bugging? Let me know what you think about everything in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram. That's Jonny Fastlane, and you already know what to do. Peace.